According to the Maine Department of Labor, 3 of the top 8 most in-demand jobs in the state are truck driving, carpentry, and general maintenance and repair work. Also on the list are welders, auto and diesel mechanics, electricians, plumbers, along with heating and air conditioning installers and technicians.
Governor LePage has said that Maine has good-paying jobs if people want to work. Wayne Harvey has been looking into how education plays into it. Wayne?
Schools at the high school and college level are trying to make sure they're training people for the jobs available here in Maine. And the people in those classrooms agree with the governor that good jobs are waiting to be filled.
Come here dedicated and ready to work, we'll get you a job when you leave.
The whole point of the school from the beginning, from 1891 when Mary Beale created it, was to provide training for the students to get education, to get jobs.
Crosby feels that gap is because a generation of kids were pushed to get a 4-year degree.
I think it's starting to come that way. We got away from the trades for so long that I think people were discouraged from it for so long. Go learn how to run a computer, keep your hands clean, and you'll be fine. Well, there's people that need to build these factories, need to build these hospitals, need to build these power plants. And when you got only people running computers, you don't have anybody to build those plants.
Just a couple of years ago, Lucas Stanley was graduating from high school in Lincoln and headed off to UMaine for their engineering program. He was on a path many would consider a dream. It wasn't long before he realized it wasn't the dream for him.
I had taken some computer-aided drafting classes in high school that were available to me at Mattanock Academy, and I really thought that I liked it at the time. It was really something I could see myself doing, and I knew I'd make a lot of money doing it, and I never really incorporated my personal interests into that decision because everyone around me was pushing me to do it, so I never really even gave any thought to anything else at that point.
So Lucas dropped out of UMaine and worked for a year before entering into the welding program at Beale College.
It all comes down to who provides the skills for the skilled workforce needed in our state. Is it in the classroom or in practical real-life experience? In some cases, it's both, and it's provided in the same program.
According to the president of Beale College, Cheryl DeWalt, attracting people to attend school in Maine or to work in Maine can be difficult. So the best bet is to teach the people who are already here.
It's really important to provide education and access to education to Mainers within Maine to stay to the jobs in Maine. And then the connection that we have with the employers, that they can see a gateway, exactly that the end of the degree is not just the end of my education, now I'm going to be employed in the field.
Once the students have finished their degrees and head into the workforce, it doesn't mean the learning stops. For the instructors like Jesse Crosby at Beale College, he sees students travel through the programs, find a job, and experience success in the workplace. He knows there are jobs out there, and there are rewards for those willing to stick with it and be willing to work.
We have students contact us all the time, and they're buying houses, buying new vehicles, having retirement plans. A lot of my kids I follow on Facebook. It's nice to see them buying new homes and setting their families up when I know they were in economy apartments here in Bangor, barely making ends meet, and they worked through it, and now they're making more money than I am here.
And if you'd like to see both parts of this story once again, you can visit our website. Taylor, back to you.
Thank you, Wayne Harvey, with that special report.